Are we recording right now? All right. This part is good for like the end part of the video. Oh man, oh man. All right, so should we start
Good morning.
this? Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Well, people
Afternoon, evening.
might be watching this in the afternoon or something.
Well, it's morning for us.
Yeah.
Why are you holding the mic today?
Well, let's say I brought the mic stand, but I didn't bring a part of the mic stand that actually holds the mic.
I see.
So this is where it's
The most important part,
It's
I would
really
say.
important, and this is an advice from somebody that's been doing this for a while, and that still screws up every once and again. You should really look into every single little piece of equipment because we forgot that part. We're lacking some of the headsets, or things happen. Welcome to another podcast of our Creative Spin podcast. This is one way to start the podcast. Well, basically, if you're new to this whole podcast, this is where we have creative conversations, where we share information and life experiences. And we hope to also, be able to teach everybody a little something about our own experiences. And just like you guys saw now, like this was a good experience. Now I look like I'm singing because I don't have a stand.
But the important thing is to be able to improvise and still get the job done.
100%.
There you go.
That is the point of this whole little conversation. Today was kind of a weird start of the week. We're recording this on a Monday. I know probably you're going to be watching this in the middle of the week, but what a start to a Monday.
It's been interesting.
To a week. This has
Yes.
been interesting. So today we'll be talking about a video. You actually did a bit of research on this because we know how important video is for businesses nowadays. But you went into like getting all the statistics and getting all the right stuff so that let's prove to people that this is the right way to go.
Right, I like
even
research.
though, yeah, you're a researcher. So today's topic is why video content is definitely a must in today's marketing for any company out there. So that's gonna be that. We're gonna hit the intro and then we're gonna come back. Boom, boom. Before we start our conversation, just want to mention our sponsor, Workplace One. So today's podcast is brought to you by Workplace One, company offering boutique private offices, co-working spaces, virtual offices, and meeting rooms as cool as the one we're in today. I really like this meeting room.
This is really beautiful.
We have to give this guy a name. If you're listening to this, you definitely have to go onto our video to see what we're talking about, because
Shoot us some suggestions. What should we name him?
Actually, that's a good question. That's a good question. We have to name this guy. So comment below and let us know what's the perfect name for this guy. He's looking at me.
It's a deer, by the way, for those people who are listening.
I think the deer is looking at me. Anyways, Workplace One has amazing spaces in the best neighborhoods here in Toronto and Kitchener-Waterloo. It's ideal for entrepreneurs, companies, and anybody really that's passionate about business and that is starting a business. These spaces provide a stimulating environment to build, network, and drive business, which is 100% true. I mean, we've been to every single location here in Toronto. We soon will be going to the Waterloo location as well. And these spaces are amazing.
They're awesome.
They're really cool. There's so many like little corners to all of these buildings.
Very
that
versatile.
If you want to just grab your laptop and just sit down, it's really cool. So basically, if you want some more information about Workplace One, just head over to their website. Just go to workplaceone.com and check out. They have all sorts of pictures and information there that you might need. Now, let's jump in to today's topic. I still can't get out of the whole microphone thing.
It gives you a...
I don't know. I feel like I'm one of those 80s singers, the guys that used to just be on stage with the wire and just sing along. It was cool. It was... So Anna, let's get a little bit more serious on this. Am I joking? We're never going to get serious. video marketing in your research. Basically, what's the sum of your research?
Well,
in a nutshell.
Basically, it is what I've concluded is that if you're not doing video, especially if you're in business, you are many, many years behind, and you should start thinking about video seriously.
Dun, dun, dun.
And one of the statistics that I found actually says that 78% of people say they watch online videos every week. And if they're looking for news and it's just text, if there's no video, they pay no attention to it.
But that's interesting. Are we saying that, like, when I go, let's say, to a news outlet and I'm checking out the news, even though it's written, if the value is that there has to be a video clip as well. It's almost like we need the video to complement what we're reading.
And most people, because they're so busy, they can't stop what they're doing to read, but they can just put the video, even if they're not looking at it, at least they're listening to it, right? It actually goes further. 55% of the 78 say they actually watch videos daily, and they make decisions to buy products or use services or whatever based on that.
If you think about it, today we have so many devices, and I'm not just talking about phones anymore. I mean,
everything.
Even at home, we have the Google Chromes and the
whatever,
Alexas and the Googles that and the Apple TVs and the smart TVs. Everything now is connected. to the internet, and it's so easy for us to just, go over to YouTube or go over to whatever and just watch the videos. I'm looking at the list. So you compiled about 10 points here. So the first point says 78% of people say that they watch online videos every week. This percentage is even more striking if we look at the daily online video viewers, which is 55%.
Yeah.
So that basically sums up what you were just saying, and I agree with this 100%.
Yeah.
And what I think is these numbers are just going to keep on growing, because
I think so
now
too.
it's starting to be, I mean, look at your parents. They're
I
close
know,
to their 70s.
No, they are in their 70s.
Exactly. I know their age. Of course I know their age. But they are now grabbing an iPad and watching YouTube videos.
And
this is insane.
And my mom, who loves to cook, her culinary experiences now are just like up. She's always experimenting things.
This is just going to keep on growing.
I think
now,
so.
Second point here is you say in every 10 people, 6 say they would rather watch online video than television.
Yep.
So this is interesting. So we were just talking about how people would rather watch a video rather than read a piece of news. Now it's even TV. And I think that has a lot to do, because it's something that I always keep saying, is that people don't want to watch any more commercials. They want to watch what they want to watch when they want to watch, and going online and searching for that material will allow you to watch what you want, where you want,
when you want. And
Exactly.
I think that's a very important part. It's the when as well. Yeah.
Now, third point. YouTube is in second place as the site with the most traffic, just behind Google. And we're talking about searching for stuff, which is interesting because they're owned by Google. So Google is kind of rocking this part. Any type of search that's being done, it's being done through them. And it's true. And now looking back at how I'm doing searches lately, it's so true. Like I might even go, come to think of it, I'm now starting to go straight to YouTube to search for stuff.
I'm at a 50-50.
Yeah, I think the old habits are still in me, and I might still go to Google itself and search for something. But funny enough, as soon as the search comes up, I'll click on the video that's there. Yeah. So either way, I'm still going directly into YouTube.
I've been using, for teaching, I've been using YouTube a lot because there are a lot of institutions and teachers who have they have a lot of content related to what I teach. And it started as a trial and error. Are you okay now? He's choking on coffee. It started as a trial and error for me, and my students reacted really well to most of those videos. So instead of always having, the boring teacher explaining whatever it is that I need to explain, most of the times I just play the video.
Because you don't want to be the boring teacher.
And Not only that, they are getting the same information, and I am able to monitor them better to see.
And actually, to that point,
Yeah.
I think that you're able to then see their reaction.
Exactly.
And actually go, hey, I saw that you were kind of making a funny face there. Did you not get that?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. So it allows me to, one, make sure they're all paying attention. Two, they don't need to be wasting time taking notes, because when I'm writing on the board, they have to be taking notes. They can take pictures, but either or, they have to be doing it. And what I do is I just grab the link of that video and I place it on Google Classroom. So they have access to what I was teaching them. And then it's just really explaining. So video for me has become very, very important as a teacher.
Point number 4 that you have here says that by 2020, online videos will make up more than 80% of all consumer internet traffic. That means that we need to get
less than a year from
we need
now.
to get good bandwidth and get those speeds going,
Yeah.
because we're going to need it in the future. And I totally see this. I think that 80% is, I think it's a very true to reality kind of number.
And
if not
these
more.
statistics show up. I actually mentioned a few of them, but they show up in many different sites, like from Google, from HubSpot, from WordStream. Like, I actually went on all of these pages, and they all seem to sort of be saying the same thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, number 5 for me is interesting when it comes to business.
Yeah, if you choose to include video on landing pages, you can increase conversation rates by conversion rates. Sorry, this is why you are here. Conversion rates by 80%. This is very
That
very
I found interesting for business. Yeah.
Yeah, meaning that if somebody is going to that landing page, obviously they've clicked somewhere to go get more information, right?
And the video is what they're looking for.
This is why it's a landing page. So they're going there for more information. And if there's a video, going back to what we just said, it's going to be more engaging, more interesting, quicker for them to get to the point. So I totally see how this number is at 80%.
And then number 6, look what the executives and the CEOs prefer.
Yeah, it
50%,
says here,
more than
50% of executives prefer watching a video than reading a text to make certain decisions for companies. And listen, I do this almost on a daily basis. We, buying all of this equipment, from video to audio to anything.
Yeah,
really,
it's interesting.
For the
Did you
office.
guys read anything? Colin, did you go through
No,
an extensive reading product?
No, we watch videos, man. Because this is the thing, like, and we are going to start doing more and more of those videos, because now we have gone through, the learning curve of which cameras, which lights, and even in the office when it comes to the computers and software and all of this stuff, it's so much easier for you to learn watching somebody explain it.
Oh, for sure.
Showcasing, let's say, a camera or a microphone and showing, and it's just so much easier. All of our decisions to buy all of this equipment was made through watching a
And
whole
at the
bunch of
same time,
videos.
it has to be a video that is very engaging. I find that sometimes some videos, they remind me of Charlie Brown.
They keep I do have to say
but it's still in most cases better than reading something, right?
This is the YouTube that we have nowadays is not the YouTube that existed 10 years ago. This is a very different kind of YouTube. This is a place where the cameras, the lights, the microphones,
people
the
are
sets,
paying attention.
the information, the structure, everything is being paid attention to now. And now as viewers, as consumers of that, we are now picking which videos we want based on that.
Yeah.
Because we're like, if this guy didn't pay enough attention to create a nice set and to get his facts straight, I'm not going to listen or watch this
because
guy.
it becomes a waste of your time.
Exactly.
Right?
So you just go on to the next suggested video because you're going to get just better results out of that. Now, point number 7, by the same token, you said, you write so nicely. Oh my God. More than 50% of consumers would rather watch a video about a service, product, or brand than reading about it. So this point kind of
ties up what we just said.
With the other stuff.
Yeah. A website is 53 times more likely to reach the front page of Google if it includes video.
That's kind of impressive, actually.
I found that interesting. Yeah.
And this has to do with Google's search engine now. That I think, if I'm not mistaken, I read it somewhere that they're actually shifting things so that it does pick up more video, because they've realized this. People are now choosing video over
and there's an
anything
interest
else.
to sort of YouTube, like call
Obviously,
attention.
there's obviously interest, but I think they're just going with the reality of the numbers, and they're seeing that people are clicking on the videos to get to the information. So why not
Use it.
exactly using it
And number
for the
10,
website.
I'm going to let you read number 10
Number
because
10?
that one was really interesting, I found.
Social media posts with video have 48% more views and
1,200% more shares. Isn't that crazy?
1,200% more shares. What? It's true though.
Than any other type of post combined.
We
so
know-
it's important to say
Yeah,
that.
we noticed that. We noticed that for our posts and our clients' posts, the shares or the engagement, especially the eyeballs on the post.
This particular point, I actually went to 5 different sources to see if I would see any discrepancy, and I did not.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. So, I mean, I guess the bottom line with all of this is really video is not something that's starting now. Video has started already. Are you too late to start video? My answer to that one is always no. It's never too late. Because if you're being genuine about the videos you're putting out in terms of the information you're putting there and what you're talking about, you're always going to have some audience. There's always going to be people searching that subject.
And you just never know.
The thing about social media, the thing about videos that I always keep telling people is that it's a gift that keeps on giving, right? You're putting this video out there. It might not be doing too well in the first couple of weeks,
And
first
then
months.
all of a sudden it gets picked up.
But then all of a sudden that topic that you spoke about in that video, it came out.
And
somebody's searching about it, and now all of a sudden that video is gonna go crazy. So I guess these were the 2 cents for today in regards to video marketing. I think we've said more than enough, but the viewer, the listener, you guys out there, if you're into this stuff, into video, into social media, into podcasting, and any of these topics that we always come up with, leave us some comments. What do you guys think? How much do you think video is important in any company out there? Do you use it? Are you planning on using it? Let us know all of these things. I think it's important for us to continue these conversations.
For sure.
Because I mean, everybody has their own opinion, their own 2 cents on this, and we would love to hear from you in that regard. Again, if you're just listening to this in your car, or I would suggest you
check out the video.
Yeah, you have to check out this video. I mean, this picture. Can you take a picture of me holding the mic like that? I mean, this is like. All right, we're gonna stop. Catch you guys on the next one.